Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw Bendy in the Nightmare Run. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I will show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so to draw this, we're going to draw Bendy first, and so he's going to be in the foreground. So we're going to draw his head. So just draw one curve. We're just going to draw the outline of his head first. So it's one curve like that, and then we're going to come around. Just kind of curve it down. So it's almost basically like a circle. Okay. And then once we have that, we can go in. We're going to draw two opposite curves like this. We're going to start to outline his face. And then from here, this one's easy. We just kind of follow that curve and maybe a little bit tighter right on the bottom. So just kind of follow the curve that we've done already. Okay, so that's going to be the outline of his face, and we're going to draw his eyes now. So to begin, we're going to draw two curves like this, and now we can draw his eyeball. So just make like one little angle like this and just kind of curve it around until you hit that curve on the bottom. So same thing on this side, angle, and then curve it down. Okay. And just let me color this so we can see it. Alright, so after this, we're going to draw his mouth, which is going to be pretty simple. So just right underneath, just draw one kind of like a sad face, and then we're just going to give it some thickness. Just kind of curve it around, and then just kind of go back up a little bit. So it's almost like a little bean shape. And then for the inside of his mouth, we're just gonna draw one curve and then one smaller one inside. Okay, and let me color this as well, just so that we can see the face a little bit better. Alright, so now we have his face. So let's move down, and we're gonna draw this little bow tie. So just draw like a little rectangle like this. And now for each side, and then we're gonna come in and draw a little line in there, and then from there we're gonna draw his body. So we're gonna just come down, and this part's easy. It's just gonna be one curve, just kind of like an egg shape. Okay, and then from there we're gonna draw his hand. So we're gonna draw this one hand first. So just draw three little bumps. This is gonna be his fist. So we're gonna finish that off, and then here's the middle one, and then one more. Okay, so we got three fingers, and then we gotta draw one more for his thumb. And now we're gonna draw his palm. So right underneath, just kind of curve it a little bit. And then we're gonna draw this is part of his gloves. And then now we're gonna draw his arm, so just kind of connect it with this curve. And then we're gonna give it some thickness. Okay, so that's one, and then let's draw the other one. This one's going backwards, so it's gonna be slightly smaller. So we're gonna follow this. We're gonna draw two curves. We're gonna close it off. And now for his glove, so bracket, bracket, and then close this one off. So now for his fist, so this one's a little bit easier to draw. So we just kind of curve it in, and then we're gonna draw another curve in like this. And then from here, just draw a curve and just loop it around. I know this could be a little bit tricky. And then the three little lines. So moving down to his legs. So here we're gonna go and close it off. And then we're gonna come down, and this is actually gonna be his heel. And then we're gonna draw one big curve like this. This is going to be the bottom. Okay, and then we can draw a couple of lines. So now for the other one, this one's a little bit easier. So we're just going to draw one line and then another one. Just kind of close it off. And we just going to draw this little, almost like another bean shape. And then we're going to draw a little bit of highlight. There's gonna be a little bit of highlight in here too. And we'll see that better once we color it in. So now that we have this, let's draw the chest. The little octopus chest that's chasing him. So right over his head, we're just gonna draw one rectangle. And don't worry about the size, you know, if it's a little bit bigger or smaller, it's okay. Okay? And then from there, we're gonna draw another one, so slightly bigger. Okay, and then from there, we're gonna give this some dimensions to it. So right here, we're just gonna draw 2 lines straight back, close it off, and then we're gonna draw this line. We're just gonna continue it. That's gonna be the bottom of the chest. Now we're gonna close this one off. Okay, so now that we have the bottom portion of the chest, we're gonna draw the upper portion. So this is gonna be the lid. So we're gonna curve it, and then we're gonna curve it back down. Okay, and now we're gonna draw this curve here. It's gonna be the same as this curve. So we're just gonna draw that curve, and now all we have to do is just connect it. Okay, so it's gonna be the same slant as that one. Okay, so now there's gonna be some detail here on the inside of this chest. On the side, just draw another curve, and then here as well. So now we're just following the outside curves, right? The outside line. And then on the in here, just gonna be draw another one. Okay, so nothing special about this. We're just following the curves. And this side as well. So that's basically the chest, and now we can draw his eyes. So right here, again, we're just gonna draw 2 lines like this, just to give placement. And then now we can curve it and finish it off. Okay, so we're gonna curve down, and it's gonna be a smaller curve on top, just kind of loop it back down. So now we can draw his eyeball. So angle, circle, angle, circle. And then I'm gonna shade it in. And just make sure he's looking down, right? That's why I draw the eye right here, so that it's looking at Bendy. Okay, so now we're gonna draw his mouth, which is gonna be pretty easy. So in here, just gonna draw one big mad face. Then we're gonna give it some thickness. So it's almost the same as Bendy's mouth. Same kind of shape. And then once we have that, to draw the teeth is really easy. Just draw like a V, okay? And then now we're just gonna zigzag back and forth. Zigzag until we reach the end. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then there's gonna be a little bit of a splashes. I guess it's water on the chest. Okay, so now the fun part. Now we can draw the little tentacles around him. So just kind of start somewhere. Okay, so let's say you draw a curve like this, and then just give it some thickness, and just make sure it's behind Bendy, right? So we're just gonna give it some thickness, and then as we reach the end, we want to taper it in. Okay, and then we're gonna draw some more. So let's say another one's coming down here. We're gonna draw one line. It's kind of hard getting out of frame. And we're gonna give it some thickness. Okay, and then maybe there's gonna be one up here. You know, that we don't see the bottom, but just the tip. Okay, and then let's go over here. I'm gonna draw a curve. Now we're gonna start thick. It's smaller, smaller, tighter, tighter, tighter until you reach the end. And then let's see. Let's say this one kind of goes in and start tight, thick. It's gonna get tighter, tighter, and maybe just kind of comes in like that. So there's a lot of flexibility. You can just draw really whatever you like. You don't have to follow this. So thickness gets tighter and tighter, tighter until we get to the tip. And then let's say we're gonna draw one more at the top here just to balance things out a little bit. Here's the tip. And that's it for this Bendy drawing in this nightmare run. Hope you guys like the way it turned out, and I know it's a little bit more complicated, but it's a pretty cool drawing if you put it together. So hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please do give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.